See, I knew when I was fat, one of the things I hated the most about it was that everyone who looked at me could see that I was weak. And I am a very strong person, and when I put my mind to it, I know I can accomplish it. And it offended me because I knew that everyone looked at me and saw that I couldn't control myself when it came to food, that I ate and ate and ate and ate, and I made myself fat, and I was unhealthy because I was weak, and I didn't like that. And if you try to say that's not true, it's totally true, because food is an addiction like smoking, like drugs, like sex. Food is wonderful. The taste of it, the things out there that just bring you so much joy to taste and to eat, the satisfying, how it's so filling and warm and hot and yummy and cheesy and greasy. And it's a comfort when you're depressed, when you're sad, it's a comfort thing, like smoking or anything else. A lot of times we do it when we're not even hungry, we do it just to the action of it. So I think that the first step in anyone's, weight loss or diet change would be to evaluate yourself and how you eat and when you eat and why you eat and where your problems lie. Really look at what you eat and why you eat. Do you eat when you're hungry? Do you eat at certain times of the day? Like my major thing was I like to snack at night. During the morning or during the afternoon, I don't even have cravings for anything bad like candy or chocolate or anything like that. But when nighttime came, like family movie night, I wanted my snacks so I could sit there and watch the movie and enjoy it. And it's funny because like if you sit down with a bag of, popcorn and you take that whole bag of popcorn with you, you're going to eat the whole bag of popcorn. You're probably going to be like not even realizing that you're, munching. It's just like an action. And that's a bad thing. So here's my first tip I learned is take a small portion of what you want to eat with you. Just pull out a little and put it on a plate. Like if I'm going to eat some chips, I'll put like 10 chips on a plate and I'll take the plate with me to sit down, because if I take the whole bag, even now, even after my, better eating habits and stuff years later, if I take the whole bag with me, I'll just eat more than like twice or 3 times more than I wanted to. So that really helps. Another thing to remember on your weight loss journey is that it's going to take time. Like my dad always told me, it took you years to get fat. It's going to take you years to get unfat. That's all there is to it. And it's good when you start out to get to know nutrition. Look at foods and relearn, food categories. Everything's changed now from what you might have remembered when you were a child, the whole pyramid and you eat like certain portions and stuff. Well, to me, in my mind, all that's kind of rearranged. So it helps to like study things like what are carbs and what are good fats and what are bad fats, and just go and like learn things on the internet. Now, I think that, like I said, different people will have different goals when it comes to weight loss or being healthy. If your goal is to just, lose a few pounds, or if your goal is to change your whole lifestyle, I'm just going to be telling you things that I did, things that I think, are true, or things I believe in, or what I've noticed that helped. I'm not a doctor. I haven't went and talked to a doctor about nutrition. I'm not a, nutritionalist, and I might not even be that smart. So I'm just telling you guys things that I did. I'm not telling you what to do or what will be good or not good for you. If any things I say help you, then I'm happy, because that's my goal. If any things I say don't help you, I'm sorry. We're all different, and our bodies are different. Our diets are different. Our needs are different. And, of course, they recommend going to a doctor and talking to them first before you start your weight loss. I know that if I had went to the doctor 2 years ago when I was doing my weight loss, she would have been very upset. I went to the doctor's about 7 months ago for the first time. And when she did the blood work and the tests, because I was scared, I was always scared that I wasn't scared. Okay, let me rearrange that. When I was losing weight over the last few years, someone kept telling me that they thought I might have cancer or something. That's why I was losing weight, because they didn't feel I was doing anything to lose the weight. So after hearing that so many times, you know, in my mind, in the back of my mind, I started to have a fear that it was like a disease that was making me lose weight, not myself. So I went to the doctor's, first thing I did when I moved out, and she did the blood work, all the blood work and everything. And she said that my levels were they were all healthy and very high. They're normal, you know, high and healthy, normal. And, but there's one measurement thing that shows like how much food you eat, if you undereat or overeat. And I was on the very low side. She said she could tell that I was under eating. But when I first started out, you know, on the eating thing, I didn't really eat that much, and I didn't really know it wasn't that healthy, but I see now it wasn't that healthy. I didn't starve myself by no means, but I did drastically cut my calories. And for a while there, for a few months there, my body felt it. I was shaky, and I had no energy, and, you know, of course I increased my calorie. I worked with it as I went. I'll tell you all about it. So I just checked Instagram, and the post I put on of me saying I was at the dentist, I've had a lot of people asking about cooking videos and shopping and stuff like that. So, Winn-Dixie, a supermarket. No, I just left the dentist and I'm hungry, and there are, Downtown Disney's like right over there, and there's lots of restaurants all around, and I have my own money, and I'm here, and I'm not going to them because eating out isn't the same. It makes me feel icky, you know, and it's not like something I want. So I'm gonna take you I'm not shopping. I'm gonna just show you around. One thing is that they had Winn-Dixies all over North Carolina, and I haven't seen a Winn-Dixie in such a long time. Do you guys have them where you are? Sorry if the camera's shaky. I get so cold now when I go into stores. It's crazy. It's like I have to bring a jacket, and I look like a weirdie in Florida in the hot summer with a jacket on. But the first place I go is the produce department now when I shop, because I am not good at, my memory is horrible, and I'm not good at statistics and remembering them, but I think they say you're supposed to eat like 3 cups of vegetables a day and like 1.5 cups to 2 cups of fruits. Now, I know that fruits and vegetables are expensive, and especially if you're feeding a family, you know, of like 4 or 5 or 3. But also I know from when I was with my family all these years that we ended up buying a lot of snacks and things that weren't something that we needed, it's something we wanted, and we opted out of the more expensive vegetables. So now I'm choosing to spend my money on vegetables and not the junk food I normally would eat.